Hey everybody, it's Jessie from Manifesto and welcome to another Empties video. So I thought I would start off my empties with boxes and move on from there. So to start off with, I have a box of Expert Touch wipes. They are pretty much my favorite brand. They're by OPI. I haven't repurchased these because I like to use the Silkline eyebrow wax strips and I cut them up. In fact, that's what I have going right now. I've cut them into thirds this time because I find sometimes when I cut them in half they are just a little bit big, so I've started cutting them in thirds. I don't mind doing that. It doesn't take a lot of time. So I do like these, but I have not repurchased them. I have gone through a box of Kirkland medium size nitrile gloves. I really do like this brand. They're very affordable. You get them at Costco, and I like to shop at Costco whenever I can. I feel like they have just really, really good prices. So I do that quite a bit. And I also have gone through 2 boxes of the sterilization pouches. I like 2 different sizes. It's just kind of my style. I probably don't need to get 2 sizes. I just feel like I can find them a little bit better. So I kind of have the 2 sizes here. One is for pushers and then one is for nippers. I find that that's how I like it. I just started doing it that way and I really enjoy it. I feel like the smaller ones take up a little less space, and that's how I like it. But they don't fit the cuticle ones. So I've also gone through a box of Swiffer dusters. I really like them. I have linoleum in my salon, on the stairs down to my salon, the hallway to the bathroom. The bathroom is all linoleum. I find that even though I have a dust vent, it can get pretty dusty still, and the Swiffer dusters just like pick everything up really well, especially the fine glitter, the dust, all the stuff that we nail techs kind of create. They're also good for just like wiping down shelves and stuff too. So next up is the bottles. Alright, so with bottles, I decided to go from smallest to biggest. Was an idea. So I have these little guys. So this is a bottle of perm solution and setting solution. These are for the lash lifts and tints. As you can see, there is still some of the setting. I just could not get it out as hard as I tried. I almost wish these were in like a little bit better. There's like a tiny bit kind of stuck to the top rim of the perm solution as well. And yeah, this is from Dolly Lash, and it's been working really well for me. I enjoy it. I think lash lifts are a lot of fun, and I think they just have amazing results with your own natural lashes. But yeah, enough of that. And then I've gone through my trial size of the Young Nails monomer. So it's their acrylic liquid. I liked it. I found that it wasn't as offensive. That sounds like such a bad word. I hate to be like negative on the channel, but I find the Nail Couture, even though it does have a kind of a nicer smell once you start using it with the acrylic powder, I find it kind of like linger and kind of permeate your area for a long time. I found out that even though this did smell a bit, like it wasn't the worst smelling acrylic I've ever smelled, it really dissipated quickly, so I didn't mind it at all. And then I went through a Footlogic's callus softener. I have repurchased, I always have one on backup in case one of my clients wants to buy it. I really love them. It really cuts the filing time down. Yeah, I can't say enough good about it. Footlogic's is a great brand. They have amazing stuff. So yeah, next up I went through 2 bottles of IPA, 99% alcohol. So I buy mine from Costco. I get a box, and there's 4 of these in a box, and it costs me like maybe $10, which usually, so you get 2 liters for $10, and generally you can see them sold at the stores for 1 liter for $10. So I think it's always a good deal. I'll probably always buy them because, like I've said before, I like buying things from Costco. I wouldn't have a membership there otherwise. And then on the Costco train, I also have gone through 2 bottles of Dust Off. I get these at Costco as well by the flat. My husband uses them also for his computers and stuff. And I have gone through 2 bottles of acetone. Why have I gone through 2? I started making my own mix for like my post-service wipe, and you do use a bit of acetone with that. Plus, I use it for stamping and stuff too. So I really like acetone, and will always buy. I've also gone through, as always, my Preempt CS20. So this is what I sterilize my tools in and then package them up in those pouches. And then also Preempt, I've gone through a giant jug of R2U, which is ready to use. So this is the stuff you can clean all your furniture and equipment with to have it sanitized ready for clients. So that is bottles. Up next, gels. All right, so as usual, I have gone through Accents, which is my main line that I like to use. 2 bottles of Enhance Clear, and these are the 45 gram, so 1.6 ounce. So there is a lot in here, and I used up 2 this time. I've also gone through an Accents Shine On, which is my favorite no wipe top coat. I do go through a lot of that. Always have backup. Always. And then Ugly Duckling Matte Top Coat. I don't know if it even says it on there. Oh yeah, on the back, Matte Top Coat. I have a bunch in back stock, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. This is my favorite matte top coat. It doesn't stain, it stays matte, it doesn't chip. I really like that. I've tried a bunch, I have a bunch, and this just is my favorite. Like, I've never had any problems with it at all. And then Accents Black On. So this is their black tack-free polish. This is meant for chromes. So I really like using this. I find it just chromes up so beautifully. So basically it's a 1 coat coverage black, and then you can just put your chrome right on top. So you're kind of really saving that like bulk that can happen with chrome nails. So like, cause normally you like put your 2 coats of color, you put a coat of no white top coat, and then you do your chrome, and then all your other coats on top of that that you need to keep the chrome safe. So this kind of eliminates like basically 3 coats. So it's just 1. Works really well. Highly recommend it. I have gone through Bling On, 1 bottle. I really like this for like clusters and point backs. I don't really use it that much for flat backs anymore. I tend to use Options Crystal Clear. I find it works really well, and it's soak off as well. Sometimes I get like, you're just like nipping away and trying to get those crystals off, and it can be a little aggressive and a little tough. So sometimes I just like to soak them off. I find this a little bit gentler. And then once I soak the crystals off, I can just file down the rest of it. It takes a tiny bit more time, but almost not really, because sometimes you can just be nipping at crystals forever, if you know what I mean. And then we have a lot more stuff. This is kind of like, the next bit is going to be random. All right, so I thought I would start with brushes. So this is like a little detail brush from Michaels. It's the Princeton 18-0. I liked it for detail stuff. I have other brushes that are pretty similar, so I may repurchase this. I actually think I have a backup of this one too. Then I have some dotting tools, which have seen better days. Most of them are cracked or rusted. I'm always trying to clean them and I drop them, and so I've had these for a long time, so they did last a super long time. And then I have like an AliExpress gel brush that I've kind of just mangled, and that also lasted a really long time. And then this kind of collection, you've probably seen these all over AliExpress. I usually pay $1.30 for them. I always have a backup. I have some in my thing right now. I really like them. They're like, obviously they're $1.30 for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brushes. They kind of have everything you need. These ones have been trimmed down and beaten and abused so many times, but most of them had been cured or just so frayed from cleaning and stuff that they're just not good anymore. So I just thought I'd switch into the new ones because they were frustrating me so much. Also gone through one of these. I've stained it so bad. I have a ton of these. I'm always like using a new one for each client for pedicures, and occasionally they just get so stained and roughed up that I just toss them. I clean them really good all the time, and I do go through a lot of them, but this one I actually remember to save because I wanted to put it in a video. And then I've gone through, oh my goodness, I'm shaking this camera so bad, 2 Valentino vent filters. I like the Valentino, it's okay. It is a little bit loud, but it works good. It keeps the dust down. I think in the future I might invest in something a little bit better, but it's working great for me right now. It's compact, portable, so we'll keep doing it for now. I have gone through 3 bags of cotton rounds. These I also get at Costco. I know, Costco. Just shop at Costco. There's tons of good stuff there. They're cheap. They work really well. They're great for stamping. I use them for electrolysis. I use them for like the lash lifts and tints. Pedicures. I use them for all kinds of stuff. So they're really, really handy for me. This one's going to be a little weird. These are what my files come in. I have gone through at least 2, like probably 4, so that'd be 100 since the last video. This is the wax strips, the non-woven uploading strips by Silkline I was telling you about. I have multiple backups of them. I'll see if I can pull one out right now. No, I can't. But I do have lots of them. I cut them up like I said, and I like them. And I have gone through 4 bags of peach paraffin. It's my favorite. I like it. It smells delicious. And I have gone through 3 different bits. So these 2 are the medical safety bits. They're super affordable. They do work well. I wouldn't repurchase them again. They just didn't last super long. So sometimes when you get things that are super affordable, they don't always last as long as you'd like. Same with this one. I think this was an AliExpress purchase. It worked okay. It was fine. It got a little bit rusty though, and I don't like using rusty things on people. Like I feel that's normal. I feel like it's still fairly sharp, but like these kind of cheaper ones do dull out faster. The medical ones were nice. I think I only paid $15 each for them. They worked really well when they worked well, and then when they didn't, they really didn't. So it's a carbide. They wear out over time. That's to be expected. And I've also gone through, I'm not even gonna count these. This is just a bunch of silicone lash pads. Over time, they get kind of funky, where you can't get the tint off, and then you can't scrub the glue off no matter how hard you try. So you just chuck them and buy more. I have purchased some from AliExpress. I feel like they're very similar to the ones I get at the distributor, but I've also recently bought this one girl's collection of tints and lash pads because she was no longer doing them. I got them for a really, really good deal. So she had some unopened tints, she had some opened ones, and she had like a bunch of lash pads. So I cleaned them all up, and some of them I couldn't, and some of mine I couldn't. So yeah, you just pitch them once they get where you can't clean them, obviously. So that is everything. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of filmed this like super last minute, so that's why there is like no makeup. Well, I did put some lips on for you, but I didn't have time to cover up my hormonal acne that I have. And I don't know if you noticed, I cut my hair. It was a kind of a last minute midnight decision. I did post it in my Insta stories. Sometimes at midnight I'm like, I really should cut my own hair. Don't do that. Like, it's never a really good idea. It turned out okay, but yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. I have many, many friends that are hairdressers that I'm sure are just like, oh my god, Jessie, like, just let me cut your hair, right? Like, I need to let them cut my hair. I don't know why I do these things. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye.